Welcome everyone to Building Products Ecosystem Unboxed. As you could probably hear, we are live from NAHB. ManoByte is here in the West Wing. Join us. We are at booth number W for West, 6290. So please come and see us if you are here at NAHB. And you are now currently watching Season 3, Episode 3. My name is Will Smith. I am your host. And the title of today's episode is How to Have a Successful Trade Show. And so we've got ManoByte's very own CEO. That's right, Kevin Dean is with us once again, and he's going to talk about what he's seeing at NAHB. He's going to talk about, hey, our trade show's coming back. Based on the look of this, we're doing really, really well. Trade shows are back, and so what this episode is all about is how you can be successful at a trade show. It's not about showing up and plopping down your stuff. It's about having a strategy, just like anything else, having a strategy to really get the most out of your trade show. And so I want to bring Kevin in right now. Please welcome to the show, Kevin Dean. Kevin, always wonderful to see you.
It's great, Will. Welcome. Hey, everybody. Nice to be with you guys. Love to talk about what's going on out here at the NAHB show.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So thanks, Kevin, for being here.
Of course.
Obviously, you're going to be here anyway as the CEO of ManoByte. So the first thing I want to ask you, Kevin, is are trade shows coming back?
You know, right now at this trade show, there's probably about 65,000 people here. Typically, before COVID, it was about 80,000. So I think that we can definitely say, based on the attendance at this show this week, trade shows are definitely coming back. People are here, they're coming, streaming in, and it's a good thing. It's
nice to see the streaming in of people. We had a little concerns there. They were sending things out saying, hey, it may not be as many people as we think, but I'd say that was just being cautiously optimistic. Yeah, they're here.
You know, this was happening when there was a new COVID variant. Nobody was sure. But, people are coming out. They've got some really good protocols for keeping everybody safe and healthy. And the show's packed out, and we're having a good time.
Yeah, it's great to see all the different things that are out there. People are doing a great job of just making sure that they are leveraging this trade show. And, of course, you can't beat Orlando. It's a fantastic area. So we're going to be talking with Kevin right now. So next question, trade shows are coming back. That is confirmed. So the next thing I want to ask you, Kevin, is how do we get the most out of, let's say I'm an attendee. I'm not a company, I'm an attendee. How do I get the most out of a trade show as a singular attendee?
As an attendee, you're coming to a trade show. One of the things that you want to do, two things. One is have a plan, and two, be open to learn from what's going on here. I think those are the two things that you have to do. As you're walking around, you may think, well, I'm here to see A, B, and C product and A, B, and C booth, but be open to other things that are going on. Look at what's happening from a tech standpoint. We're seeing a lot of tech happening here. Tech is growing, so we want to make sure that we're looking at what's happening in tech and start thinking about, how do I leverage this show in order to help me grow and improve and succeed and get better.
I love that you brought up technology, because so many people think that trade shows are just, hey, let's go ahead and just put our product out there. It's a touch, a see, and a feel, and I think that's a real element here. But the technology, I've seen so many TV screens. We got buses out here. We got all kinds of stuff out here. Would you say technology, the building material space, technology, they're starting to turn the corner? What are you seeing?
For sure. We're in the tech center currently here, and there's a ton of companies out here in this space. And as you go from booth to booth, they're all connected digitally. Everything is happening. And so really, it's really good to see that the industry is really focusing on becoming a more tech-savvy industry. So it's a great thing.
Yeah, I would say that with technology, let's just make it easier for me. Yeah. Let's just make life easier for me, and especially when you have so many different elements that come into any kind of construction, any kind of building materials, making it easy and having the technology that makes it easy. Would you say that's what we're looking for?
Yeah, you definitely want to leverage technology to make it easier for folks. And there's a lot of tools, a lot of companies, a lot of things that we're seeing as we're walking the show. It's all about creating a better experience for everybody.
What has surprised you from, I know you've been walking around a lot, so we don't just sit here at our booth here at ManoByte, but if you're looking for us, we're here for you. But what have you seen, Kevin, out there that's taken you by surprise?
I'm blown away of all the booths and the investment that people have put into it. They've done a lot of great things. So if you're coming to the Home Builder Show, you're going to see the things that you expect, some amazing booths, some amazing products. I am a little surprised that there are some companies who are still taking an old school approach and old school tactics in order to market their business, and those things just don't work in 2022.
So they should probably take a cue from the people around them and say, we need to modernize our approach, we need to modernize our strategy.
Yeah, modernize your messaging and all that, for sure, 100%.
Very good, excellent. Okay, so let's flip that. That's a singular attendee. Actually, what about after the trade show? You collect all I see a ton of swag out there. You collect all the swag, you go home, and I just came back. What should I do next? Is it just kind of a one and done?
No, I think really the experience really begins when you get back home. Really go through the list of products that you took a look at, list of the vendors that you looked at, and think about how do I start integrating that into the way that I'm doing business and the solutions that I want to bring in, and start making a list of how start reaching out to some of those folks.
Yeah, definitely making the reach out, making sure you make that communication real, so it's not just a handshake at a trade show.
Yeah.
Too many people don't do that. They just get back and wrapped up. So I would recommend, as somebody who likes to take time, I would recommend take time at Monday when you get back or whenever it is, but make sure you block out that time to say, this is when I'm going to communicate with this company, and then really prioritize what you want to do. It comes down to your goals, right?
Yeah, that's it, right? So you know your goals, you know your plan. Now let's say, okay, I'm going to take what I've learned from this show and implement it.
Yeah, taking what you've learned from the show, that's so important. Too many people just show up for the swag, or they just have a nice time, and it is a great time here in Orlando, but you need to do something afterwards. It's like so many other things, you've got to have a strategy.
Got to have a strategy.
Got to have a strategy. Otherwise, you're just showing up, and it's nice to see you, and that's the end of the story. So, all right, let's take it from a company perspective. Okay. What can a company do? Now, obviously, we're here now. Preparation started months ago.
Yeah.
But now that we're here now, obviously we're going to prepare beforehand, but we're here now. How can a company really leverage a trade show and get the most out of it? How can they be successful?
Yeah, so as a company, you really want to have good conversations with folks.
Can I steal some candy?
Yeah, come on in, get some candy.
Yeah, steal some candy. Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff. This is how you know, folks, that we are live.
There you go. There you go.
Making it all happen right now. Right now. You guys can have a nice cameo on our live show here. All right?
There you go.
Making it work, making it happen.
All right, grab some candy, guys.
We have good swag and good candy as well.
There you go.
Excellent.
Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back.
No, so when you're
I'm gonna move you over just a little bit here. There we go. There we go. All right.
Yeah. So when you're at a show, you've got to make the most of every opportunity. You got to stop and talk to people that are coming by. You've got to go out and talk to people. You've got to make sure that you're actively out there, talking to people about and having honest conversations. Right. It's not about just trying to sell your product or your service, but having honest conversations with folks out there and being authentic.
I think that active listening is so important, that you're not just push. It's all about me, but understand where the conversation, where they're coming from.
Yep.
And I think too many people, they just show up. What I'm surprised, and this is I've been to a few other trade shows, but I noticed that I was here setting up for the show. Kevin's gone, Danielle's gone, Jillian's gone. All of a sudden, I was the only one at the booth. And I think that's important, that you need somebody at the booth, but you also need to have your team going out there, having those conversations. Grab your business cards, figuring out how you can help solve someone else's problem. Even though they're a vendor here, they don't have it all figured out.
No.
Everyone's got something that they're trying to solve.
100%.
So having those real conversations, not just pushing, understand where these people are coming from, and who knows, even if right at this moment, it may not be something that would work now,
Yep.
But in the future, there may be an opportunity to have a
100%.
partnership. It's not just selling the product, but partnerships and things that we can do together.
100%.
So
That's a conversation.
yeah, those conversations are so important. So, okay, after the show now, I'm a company, and I brought maybe a small team with me. What am I doing next?
Yeah, there's a couple of things that you're going to want to do. One, you want to go back, debrief with your team, have a lesson learned. What did you learn that's new that you can potentially implement into the way that you do business? Make a plan of who did you talk to while you're at the show? How are you going to follow up with them? Making sure that people who are expecting to hear from you will hear from you, and then just kind of working through that list.
Yeah, it's just like any other kind of prospecting.
Yeah,
and not that you're prospecting to sell or anything, but these are people right. But these are people you had conversations with.
Yeah, good conversations with.
Good conversations with. So it's important to make sure that you continue those conversations and not just say, "Well, that was fun for a day or two, and now I'm back to my real life." So continuing with those conversations.
Correct.
So it's really important in getting the team together.
Yep.
Because there may be somebody from one who talked to that person, which they may be better to follow up with them.
Correct.
So that that name, that understanding, great stuff. Got to have a strategy. Got to have a strategy and work together as a team. Collaborate. Many hands, and many heads make light work. So make it happen that way.
Yeah,
so last thing. What are you seeing? Who's doing good stuff around here? Who are some of your favorites? I know you got some in your head that you do like over others. So what are you seeing here, Kevin, that you really like?
Yeah, I mean, there have been some amazing booths out here. So first of all, I got to give a big shout out to ODL. They've got a great booth.
Amazing.
Got to give a shout out over to Wausau. They've got a great booth out there. Diamond Coat, they've got a great booth. Amazing booths out there, so they're doing some really great things. Just seeing some other cool things out here. We're looking at Builder Trend. They've got an amazing booth out here. They've got this huge 30-foot
bus.
It's massive. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. So Camo, they're doing some good things out here. Camo's doing some really cool things. So they had a really vibrant booth going out there. A lot of interaction, things happening out there.
Nice.
UFP Edge, they're doing some good things out there. So there's some great people here, and I'm excited. I mean, this is day one still, half of the day. Looking forward to getting out and seeing more stuff.
Absolutely. Day one, and the energy is here. It's fantastic. And going back to what you said before, trade shows are back, and people are excited about them. So if you can really get in here, it's almost like they've missed it for a couple of months, couple of years now. So it's time to get back into it. Now is a great time to get back into the trade show scene, to really implement some of the things that we've talked about today and get everything set up so that you can be successful for your next trade show. Don't just grab some of the files off your desk or some collateral that's old collateral. Really take the time to put your best foot forward and be successful in that way. Have that strategy ready to go.
100%.
So you can tell that Kevin's ready to just get back out there.
Yeah,
you can totally tell.
Awesome. We're loving it. We're eating it up. So we're ready to
a lot of fun.
Get out there and do some good things. It's great talking to everybody today.
Yeah, thanks for joining me today. We'll see you around. Going to be fun.
Going to be
fun.
See you, everybody.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for joining us today. Going to be a short show today because, frankly, it's a live show. And also, we don't know how strong our internet is here. So until next time, please make sure that you follow us for all the excitement that we have on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Instagram. But to be honest, if you're not following us on LinkedIn yet, that's where you need to follow us, because that's where you get all the good stuff. That's where we are coming to you from live every second and fourth week of the month. So join us then. So we have all the information right there on LinkedIn. That's where you're going to get our best stuff. So please join us then. And until next time, whatever life unboxes for you, may it be great.